when should a scale-up start embracing OKRs? Does this happen pre-Series A? Does it start happening at Series A? What is your thought around that?
Well, so okay, on the topic of when they should start, I think that it really comes down to when you have a problem that you can solve with OKRs. And for most companies, that tends to be when they get to around 30, 50, 80 people, thereabouts. The problem tends to get fairly acute as you go beyond 100, 150. And once you get to 200, 300, 400, 500, you've got so many embedded processes in there, it becomes very critical. It's also quite a lot more difficult to implement, but just because of the scale and the number of people who need to change. So that's what I usually recommend. But my approach is that I always start by trying to understand from doing discovery interviews with the leaders what problems they're really having and what problems they want to solve. And the reason I do this is because OKRs can be a bit like a lot of other things like Agile and Scrum and other types of things, a bit of a one-size-fits-all approach. But I prefer to sort of customize it for making sure that it actually addresses the real problems that they're facing, partially to make traction, make it work, but also just because there's different ways of doing things, and in different organizations you have different cultures and different needs.